Welcome to this week's Cyber Risk Brief. And in this episode, I want to outline what I've covered this week and what's also covered in the newsletter, both for the offline newsletter and the LinkedIn newsletter. And please remember, if you haven't subscribed as yet, please scan this QR code to subscribe to my newsletter and my mailing list. This week, I talked about incident response in the M&A process. But as you know, it's not just around M&A process and M&A deal process that you need to pay attention to incident response. Incident response should be part of the DNA and the holistic cyber hygiene and resilience hygiene of any business. But the point that I tried to make was having an incident response plan is not great if you're not actually exercising it, testing it, and doing runs and tests to make sure that it actually works. And on top of that, if it works, great. If it works, great. If it doesn't, what do? Do you learn from those findings as part of your test, whether it be a desktop test or real simulation? That is the key point, because as part of the due diligence during the M&A process, there'll be a lot of companies that provide a lot of compliance documentation, certificates, but realistically, they're just paperwork, compliance. The real meat of the matter and what really prove the stance and viability of that business is, do they practice what they preach? Show me the evidence. Show me that they've practiced this over and over and do their drills so that if a real incident were to occur, they can really withstand that with their processes, their framework, their staff, and their partners. I've also cited some incidents that actually occurred as a result of the lack of practicing and making sure that the incident response is robust end to end. I've also provided some tips and takeaway in that newsletter as well as to how to strengthen your incident response and make sure that you're fit for sale. And if you're the buyer, you'll know that you're buying a business that has a good incident response hygiene and a holistic cybersecurity hygiene. That's the weekly update for now. Please remember to follow us on LinkedIn and subscribe to our LinkedIn newsletter, and also scan this QR code for our mailing list for other updates and insights across the M&A and supply chain risk space. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, which will be up here, and also email us at sales@pragmatic.com for further support with all your M&A deals. We're looking at partnership with deal makers, so it could be a PE firm, a VC, corporate deal teams, and advisors. Thank you for your support as usual, and thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week. Bye.